Hi, I'm Steve from soundsheavenly.com. If you follow the channel, you'll know that last year I purchased the UK's cheapest Beogram turntable, sight unseen, to see if I could get it working. And today we're going to test it and we're going to actually hear it playing. It's a great time to explore this because this week Bang & Olufsen have launched their most expensive ever recreated turntable, the £22,100 Beosystem 3000C. So let's see how close we can get to that for the £45 that we paid on this turntable. Come and join me, let's hear it working. Now, Beosystem 3000C, I must add, is an incredible system. For the money you get a Beogram 3000 turntable fully recreated as new and styled for the 21st century with a custom pair of Beolab 8 speakers. They are coupled with an equally high quality cable which I ship out to Bang & Olufsen. However, please don't let the price of that system make you think that Beogram turntables are now out of reach of the everyday person. They are not. This system cost me £45 on eBay UK. Bought sight unseen, and there is a video covering the refurbishment of this on my channel, which I'll link to at the end of this video. Basically, this is now all working and adjusted. I've added a Soundsmith SMMC4 cartridge and stylus, which has been in use on my main system for the last few years. A volume controlled preamp, which is a piece of genius. It lets you make a single desktop system with a turntable and a pair of active speakers, because bear in mind the turntable doesn't have a volume adjuster and nor do the speakers, so they rely on this preamp to give you volume adjustment. It gives you superb quality sound, and I'm going to make it available on the website, and again I'll link to that at the end. It's now nice and easy to get a Beogram turntable as a desktop setup within anyone's budget. We'll hear this playing in a moment. Just very quickly as a summary, I will say I'm not a B&O repairer. I make cables, so if you need help with cables or preamps to connect your turntable, please ask and I'll be happy to help. If you need repairs, please don't ask me. Instead, please ask AVA Services or Multicare, and they are both approved B&O repairers who I can recommend, and I will put links in the video description to their website. Also, I'll say at this point I will be doing a full review of the Soundsmith cartridges in a future video, but at the moment I'll say I always use their cartridges. They've not paid me to say that. This is not a sponsored video. I bought Soundsmith cartridges for the last few years for my turntables at home. I'm really impressed. The original Beograms had a B&O cartridge in, which were made, I think they went out of production in the 1980s. They're now not really serviceable in my view. The cantilever, which is the little arm that goes down and holds the needle to the record, has a rubber mount. That degrades and hardens over time, so it's my view that those original cartridges are not really fit for purpose anymore. So I use Soundsmith cartridges. Again, I'll put a link in the video description to them. So without further ado, shall we hear this playing? This is a £45 Beogram, not 45,000, £45. You're hearing this through my radio mic, so it may not be the best sound for you. This sounds wonderful here. The record you're hearing was my good friend Steve Atkinson, who sadly passed away a few years ago, singing and playing guitar, and that's my cousin Colin Baldry on bass, who now has a music project called the Ambient Jazz Ensemble. Highly recommended if you want to check him out on Spotify. And this is just incredible. I really cannot believe how good this sounds here. So I apologise if my radio mic doesn't give you the full benefit of this sound quality, but this really, really works well. That preamp is something that I've been using for the last few months, and I'm really impressed with that. So I'm going to make that available on my website. I'll link to that in a moment. And I think if you take away one thing from this video, it is that you shouldn't be disheartened by the prices of new Bang & Olufsen products. They have 100 years of legacy of making amazing things, and the good thing about the quality of their products is that they last. With a little bit of tweaking and fettling, this 40-year-old turntable is working as new and looks as good as it did on the day it was sold. I'm absolutely blown away with the way that this project has worked out. £45. Can you believe it? I'm amazed. I wanted this Beogram 2000 since I first attended the launch in 1985. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Coupled with these petite little Beolab 4s, it's a great sound, and it's a brilliant all-in-one desktop setup. And the little volume control preamp just makes that so easy. So as promised, there's a link just here to the original video where we bought and refurbished the turntable. And just here is the link to this preamp, so you can see all the details on my website. And hopefully you can get your dream Beogram setup. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.